I was taken aback by this sudden action of his. He placed his palm on the both side of me on the wall and said, I don't like it, Tae, when you don't listen to me at once. Everyone was sitting down in the hall. How could I have come suddenly? I replied in a low voice, just like you came now. I came because you called me in front of all of them. I said. Jungkook feathered his finger lightly upon my cheeks and said, I have to go somewhere. Maybe I'll get late, but I'll return before cake cutting, okay? I placed my palm on his chest and asked. One shouldn't ask when someone leaving. That's why I'm just asking. Is it necessary to go? He nodded his head lightly and cupped my cheeks with his hand. I'll just visit someone. I said important for me. I'll be back soon. Be safe, okay? Jungkook nodded his head as his body edges down a little. Slowly Jungkook placed a soft kiss on my cheek and kissed the spot with his thumb. Take care, Tae, he said and moved outside from the room. I know. It was important for him to go. Otherwise, he won't be leaving now. But I didn't want to leave him alone. I was worried for his safety. I don't know why. I had never felt this before. My heart was beating fast inside my chest, and I cannot wait more. I ran immediately behind him. All the way through stairs and hall, I ran outside to the parking area where he was about to sit inside the car, but stopped as soon as he saw me. I took my first step toward him and immediately hugged Jungkook tightly. He kissed my head and asked, Is something wrong there? Tell me. Look here. Jungkook lifted my face a little, and I shook my head in response. He kissed me on the crown of my head and said, I'll be back soon. Don't worry. I fisted my fingers upon his shirt and said, Please, be safe. Drive safely, okay? I separated us and cupped his cheeks with my hands. I stood up a little on my toes and kissed his forehead, said against it, I love you, Jungkook. He smiled, kissed me back on the cheeks, and gave me a reply that immediately turned my face into a happy one. I replied to you when I returned back. We hugged each other tightly for one last time, and we left from there. I came inside the home and started checking out all the arrangements. Everything was perfect, and lastly, I wanted to check for the cake that I had especially ordered myself. But I was shocked when I came to know that the cake hadn't arrived yet. Oh my goodness, it's the first birthday of my baby, and the cake is not here. Guests are going to arrive in half an hour. I called Taehyung, and he came downstairs immediately. Where is the cake, Taehyung? I asked him calmly. They were going to deliver it at home. Taehyung replied. No, Taehyung, they were not. They asked me to send someone to pick up the cake from the bakery, I said, and his face went in shock. Don't worry, Tae. I'll send someone. I'll send the driver to bring it as soon as possible. Okay, Taehyung, I replied. He called the drivers, but none of them were present in the home. I was really tense now. Taehyung, I'm there. I'll go and bring it myself. Don't worry. I shook my head. No, Taehyung. Guests will start arriving after 15 minutes. Jungkook is also not here. He should be present at home. I'll go. But how will you go? There is no driver. Plus, I cannot let you go alone. Don't worry, Hyung. I take a cab. You stay in the home and take care. No, you will not go alone. Jin will accompany you. I clicked my tongue, as I already getting late, and I answered, let Jin Hyung stay with the kids. Trust me, I'll handle it. Till then, just book a cab for me, Hyung. I'll be back within a minute with my phone in bag. Please. Jungkook will scold me. I cannot let you go alone. Don't worry, I'll handle Jungkook too. Just please, do it quick. It's really getting late. I nodded his head, and I left for my room to bring my bag and phone. Within 5 minutes, the cab arrived. I met Jungkook once, who was playing with his grandmother and kissed on his head. I left for the bakery. It was at a distance of 15 minutes from our home. We were on the way, but all of a sudden, the weather changed. Dark black clouds surrounded the sky, and within a minute, it started pouring down heavily. First, I was getting late, and then this rain. We were almost about to reach the bakery, but suddenly the car stopped. The driver tried to start the car, but it wasn't starting. 5 minutes went in vain, and I didn't find it wise to wait more. I asked the driver wherever he had an umbrella, and in the car, not for one. Luck favored me, and I got an umbrella. I asked him to wait for me and repair the car until I returned. I took my steps toward the bakery that was in the walking distance. For some 4 or 5 minutes were here. The roads were empty because of the rain. I entered inside and received the box of cake. I came outside the bakery and was crossing the road to go back to the car, and suddenly I saw the lights of a car coming toward me with the intensity of speed of light, and within a second, it hit me so forcefully that I was thrown far away from the spot where I was standing earlier. I was feeling a pain in the back of my head. The cake that I had in my hands a few seconds ago for my son's birthday was thrown away on the empty road. I tried to get up, but wasn't able to. I tried my best to pull myself up, but I was helpless. I touched the back of my head with my palm, and my palm got painted in the color of red. I was losing my senses, and everything was a green blur to me. I could see my red blood mixing along with the water and falling on the road. No one was around to help me. The car which had hit me didn't stop to help. Imagine of my moments spent with Cook was revolving around my mind. The last time when I kissed him, I was facing problem breathing. Everything wasn't working properly. My eye was closed down. The moment when we had our family hug, the moment when Jungkook took me in his embrace for the first time, the moment when he kissed me, the moment we laughed together along with Cookie, the moment when I took Cook in my arm for the first time, the image of me hugging Jungkook come in front of my eyes. I opened my eyes slowly, and my eyes fell on the phone laying at some distance of me. I needed to call someone for help. My heart was telling me to do something, to be strong. I need to go back to my son. I cannot leave him. With all the strength that I had, I put myself a little to hold the phone, but the phone was still away. I dragged myself a little more, but my hand and legs were every part of my body were resisting me. I collected all my strength again and dragged myself a little more, and this time the phone came in my hand. I slowly picked up the phone, but my hands were not helping me. My eyes were not spotting me to look in the screen. The glass of the screen had broken. But the screen was still on. I inhaled deeply, and with my fingers, I opened the call logs. I pushed my eyes open for last time to call him. I clicked on his number and kept the phone beside my ear. The ring was going, but no one was picking up. Once, twice, and I closed my eyes finally, feeling the pain inside my head and my body. I was driving myself back home. Weather had changed all of a sudden. It was pouring down heavily. It was dark all around the road, and less vehicles were running. It was still a 10-minute drive to reach home, and the time left for the party to begin was 5 minutes. Guests must have arrived at home. They must be waiting for me. He said, "Sweetheart, he cares a lot about everything, and today on Cook's birthday, it seems as if his body was gained some different kind of energy. Not only today, they had been arranging everything for a week. The most excited one in the house was Taehyung. My phone rang, which was kept in my pocket. I tried to take it out, but wasn't able to, as I cannot remove my eyes from the way. It's really raining a lot today. I again lifted my thigh a little up, took out the phone from my pocket. Taehyung, a small smile formed on the corner of my lips immediately. He must be getting worried. I received the call. I'm on my way, Dee. I can't really wait to see my wife and son twinning together. Just 5 minutes. My voice was excited. No reply came from other side. Dee? Silence. Taehyung? And suddenly, these small sobs hit my ears.